In this video, I'll be going over the troubleshooting methods you may be able to use if your liftgate breaks down while you're on the road. This video is for on-the-road repair only. If you have trouble with your liftgate before leaving the yard, return to the shop to have the mechanic fix it. If the gate does not work, the first thing to try is to push the reset button. There are two possible locations for this button. One location is on the side of the battery box. The other possible location is between the pump box and the battery box on the rear of the trailer. The most common location is between the pump box and battery box, and every trailer has a reset button. The second step is to check the battery connections to make sure they're secure and tight. Third, check the power cord to make sure it is plugged in correctly. The trailers are equipped with a single pole socket in the front of the trailer which plugs into a power supply cord from your truck. All trucks need a ground strap between the fifth wheel and the chassis of the truck to ensure proper function of the gate. Remember to unplug the power cord after each stop and do not leave it hooked up if the trailer is in motion. Metrolina Greenhouses furnishes you with your first cord. If you damage this cord, you'll be charged $40 for a replacement cord. Next, check the power switch to make sure it is in the on position. Some of the newer trailers are equipped with a fuse. This can be located in several places. The most common place is in the battery box or pump box. The fuse will have a plastic covering that you will have to remove to check it. Occasionally, the solenoid will go bad. If the solenoid continuously runs, there is a switch on the side. Once you locate it, just flip the switch to the off position. If the solenoid does not have a switch, just tap on the solenoid with a hammer, wrench, or pliers, and most of the time it will stop the solenoid. Sometimes there may just be a bad spot in the motor where the motor has stopped. Or it could have been a piece of debris stuck inside the motor. Using a hammer, give the motor a few taps and it will generally start. Most of the time, this happens because the batteries are low on power. Be sure your power cord is plugged in properly. It is best to leave your truck running while the liftgate is in use. Another issue could be a bad ground or no ground at all. Sometimes you can move your truck a few feet back and forth and get a better ground so the liftgate will work. The gate is stuck because the guiding arm is in a bind. This can usually be fixed with the pry bar. If the pry bar doesn't work, that could possibly either be one side or both sides of the D valves are not working. If this happens, call the greenhouse. Low fluid in the reservoir will cause the gate to either not raise all the way or it will slow down when almost to the top. The motor will change sounds when the fluid is low. We prefer that you use automatic transmission fluid to fill the reservoir. However, power steering fluid will also work. If you do have any of these issues on the road and you're able to fix the problems without calling the greenhouse, please be sure to write it up on your post-inspection report. And we thank you in advance for your help in repairing these issues so that you are able to complete your route.